It does not disappoint. We have a living hope. If there's no resurrection, then we of all people are most miserable. But am I desperate? Yes, I'm desperate. This woman was desperate. Have you understood that you've tried all there is to try and it's all failed? So why not come to Jesus?
Amen.
You know, Jesus doesn't mind being your ninth pick. Sometimes people say, Pastor, can you do a wedding? I say, yeah, I'd love to do your wedding. Woo, good thing, because we asked our uncle and our grandpa, we asked our old pastor, we asked her sister's old roommate, and none of them could do it, but thank God, you're like our sixth pick. After you, we were just going to go to the justice of the peace. And I'm like, you didn't have to tell me all that information. I'd still love to do your wedding.
Amen.
Listen, I don't need to be your first pick. I can be your ninth pick. That's fine. I just want to be on the team. You know, it's pretty messed up that God is oftentimes our 10th pick. You get a bad phone call and you call your mom, you call your friend, you call your neighbor, you call the doctor, you call your lawyer, you call somebody. You should have called God first. Yes. But you know what? God still says, I'm still going to hear you. This lady went to everybody else and then she came to God.
Yeah.
She got so desperate. Sometimes hitting rock bottom is what saves us, isn't it? Sometimes we realize, hey, nothing in this world can help, but maybe God can help. When you're really determined, I love that verse, Ruth chapter 3, verse 18, when it comes to the man who's fallen in love, and he realizes, I need to see if I can marry this girl tonight. And it says he was determined to solve the matter before the day was over. He said, I'm going to figure this out today. The story of Jehu says he rode furiously. He was about it. But we have to go past the labels. For years, this woman had been called unclean. Everywhere she went, she had to call out, I'm unclean, I'm unclean. Don't touch me or you'll be ceremonially unclean. You might have had some labels in your life. Some things that you believed, some things that people called you. In 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 11, it says, and such were some of you. In the Gospel of Matthew chapter 15, it talks about this woman that wants a miracle for her daughter. She was a Syrophoenician. She wasn't Jewish, and her daughter was plagued with devils. And she would jump into the fires, and she'd jump down into wells. She says, Jesus, can you please help me? He says, look, I've only been sent to the lost sheep of Israel. It's not right that you take the children's bread and you give it to the dogs. Jesus calls this woman a dog. But you know what she said? Even the dogs get to eat the crumbs under the table. Come on, Jesus, just a little bit. Just one word. Just one touch is all I need. All this woman had to do was pinch the hem of his garment. It's not how much faith you have. It's what is your faith in. It's not how much faith you have. It's what is your faith in. My faith is in Jesus. And if I have a mustard seed of faith, my faith is in Jesus, and a little bit of faith can move mountains. In 1 Corinthians chapter 6, it talks about, and you were whoremongers, and you were liars, and you were perjurers, and you were murderers, and you were all these things, but you're not anymore. You've been washed. You've been cleansed. You've been sanctified. And such were some of you. Don't you dare call those things dirty that God has called clean. In this passage, she had to pass through the crowd. And I hope that you would pass through a crowd to come to Jesus. I remember a guy that was so tough. He had spent some 10, 15 years incarcerated. He had tattoos.